Can you side stream when you can?
I don't think so.
Okay.
I think that would be impossible for me to do. Let's take some time to just relax. Get these vibes immaculate. Let them stew for a little bit.
That's a funny way to say we're live.
Let's get these immaculate vibes hanging out right now. Take a deep breath, Brantley. Happy Pride. Happy Pride.
Happy Pride. It's Pride.
It is Pride. It's also my father's birthday. Everybody wish Chuck a happy birthday.
Happy birthday, Chuck.
His birthday today. It's my birthday in a couple days.
Congrats on your big gay birthday, Chuck. Proud of you.
Big gay birthday for my very, very heterosexual father.
The Pride and Pride Month is about your dad.
It's Chuck Pride, baby. Chuck Pride.
We're just happy Chuck's here. That's the tagline.
Happy Chuck is here. We're playing Coffee Talk again.
Mm-hmm.
Been a while.
Yeah.
It's been maybe too long.
2 weeks long.
Oh, Games Done Quick is streaming. Let's watch them instead. They're playing Twilight Princess. That's pretty cool.
That's got your favorite Zelda character in it.
It has my favorite Zelda character. It's the evil baby that starts the capitalism.
It's Uko.
Oh, it's Chrissy. Whoa! Game progress is so small. I hope I saved.
Whoa. That does look weirdly low. Give that a click. Let's load.
I'm pretty sure I saved.
Continue. This seems right.
Man, is this game long? Oh yeah, because I just gave
Check
Georgie.
your drawer.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're fine. You know what? The meter might also be out of things like the endless mode awards and stuff. So
we have 2 brew pads, sweet coffee, and jingle beans. I don't have coffee today. I'm a little disappointed. I'm out of coffee beans.
What's your coffee preference?
Black.
Right on.
Because it's easy to make.
That's the thing when you're this thing we call paid poverty wages. You really find the ways to make so little work.
Yeah.
You know, it's the kind of life that drives you to just open up that spinach bag and take a bite, you know?
Yeah, I actually am out of food right now. Not because I can't afford food. I mean, I can, but it's not why I don't have food right now. I don't have food right now because going to the grocery store is work, and I don't want to do it right now because I'm going on vacation in this next couple days, and having food in my house means if I don't eat it while I'm gone, then it might go bad.
Well, if you're like me, you don't have to worry about that too much because I will just devour an entire loaf of bread in a day if I have to.
Yeah, I do have an entire loaf of bread hanging out downstairs.
Ship it to me.
We got followed by a guy named Alfred Martin.
Oh, just now?
No, and on Twitter when I tweeted that we were playing Coffee Talk, Alfred Martin lives in the United States of Texas. Joined September 2022. Design creates culture. Culture shapes values. Values determine the future. Alfred Martin has tweeted 13 times in the past year. and is made a animated logo for their best client, Akita Air 18, which seems to be almost entirely done. I'm pretty sure is a bot. It is another design bot. What a weird.
Alfred, no excuses. Doesn't matter if you're automated. You gotta show up.
You gotta show up. Hold on. You know, and interestingly enough, it looks like the person that they existed is does stream pretty consistently. So maybe a bot, maybe not. Who's to say?
No excuses.
No excuses. If you're not here to listen to me talk with a southern accent as I talk as this police officer, I don't give a shit about your opinion.
Let's do it.
When it goes missing, my luck gets really dicey. Almost got hit by a falling fan at work. Broke the missus's favorite mug. Nearly swerved my car to the sidewalk because a black cat jumped into my lane. A black cat! Not even a raccoon. I swear I'm not making this up. If that one isn't a sign, I don't know what is. And, well, daughter's still mad at me too. Anyway, glad to be eating some cigarettes and having this thing back. It cooks cigarettes real good, Chris Eva. You're very welcome. Here's your sweet coffee to sweeten up your evening, officer.
You know, when Georgie cooks those cigarettes, it means they heal a half heart more.
Yeah. Cheers, Chris Evil. That really hits the spot. I'm glad to hear that. I'm ready to make your order. Hold on, I gotta check my phone. I'm addicted. Lucas' son. Oh look, it's Raycon. Super cool earrings. Put the earrings in your ear and listen to music.
Listen to sound all the monies.
Raycon. Doing music and listening to earrings.
Remember, everybody, don't fall for subscription services.
I don't think Raycon. Oh fuck! I accidentally left Brantley. I left you, Brantley. I'm sorry. I was trying to post our stream somewhere else.
Can you side stream me?
Yeah.
Or no, is it still running? No, it's not.
Give me a second.
You scare me so much.
Man, for some reason it does not like twitch.tv links for Discord anymore. That's alright.
But hey, remember, if an influencer is ever trying to sell you something,
it's probably shit.
Yeah.
Like I'm gonna tell y'all a quick story. I bought what's it called? The toothbrush, the Quibbies. Quip. Quibi is the failed subscription shorts service that you had to watch on vertical video. But anyway, I bought Quip one time, and like because I don't really give a shit about teeth brushes, I was like, oh man, this thing works.
And then
it was fine. It was a toothbrush. That's the thing. It's a toothbrush, right? Like,
yeah. I suppose if your like bar standard for a product is already through the floor, and it really doesn't matter. I am notorious for using crappy earbuds and making them last. Feel like Brantley, you'll get your money's worth if you get like a good set of headphones for like $50 to $100, and then they'll last you a long time. I'm like, cool, but I got earbuds for $10.69, and I've had them for half a year.
See, here's the thing, Brantley. That is nonsense. Now, I'm not suggesting that you go get Ray-Ban super duper good earring phones, but I am saying like a good pair of like AKG buds that cost like $80 or $90 are a significant improvement on your ear comfort. I'm not even gonna shill a specific brand. I mean, I like AKG, but like they're all good. They're all fine. If you're buying like that's nonsense.
But what if I drop $80 and they don't fit my ears right?
They normally have adjustments that come with the earbuds.
Scary.
You're
You know, I'll think about it when these ones die.
When those ones die, you hit me up. But I do have to ask you, are you ready to make your order?
Not quite. Do you have any suggestions?
If Chris Evil suggests some goddamn blue tea again. We have a couple of new teas if you're interested.
Oh.
The butterfly pea and hibiscus flowers.
Hibiscus, huh?
It looks like blood, he's gonna get it.
Not an ingredient that's easily palatable when used in a hot beverage. Perfect. Make me something with it.
Are you sure? This seems like a challenge, and I never walk away from a challenge. We are missing some ingredients tonight. Oh, I forgot. Do you have any specifics in mind?
I'll let you choose for me. Good idea. Just make it red and... oh, who knows? Maybe it can be my new blood wine.
I thought, yeah, that makes sense. Blood wine.
It's a fake blood cocktail I used to get here. Back when it was still a bar.
Ah, I see.
Make me a bold red drink. I'd like to see what you can come up. What, you still have like 2 or 3 fuck-ups left? Now hold on. I mean,
that's what you told me. But let's see. Let's fuck around. Let's fuck around.
Bull.
Mint lemon?
That's not red.
It also doesn't have a fun name. Maybe hibiscus, honey, cinnamon? That's red, but it looks, that sounds like it's terrible.
It has a generic name too.
Alright.
Maybe it's double hibiscus and then something else.
Maybe double hibiscus mint? No. Terrible. God, Hyde, you couldn't give us anything?
Trust me, this is what I was looking for.
You just wanted me to abuse.
Okay, lemon's out. Lemon turns it purple, so...
Hold on, Hyde, I have to, my trash can is full. I have to use my canon time travel powers. Yeah.
Welcome back from canon time traveling.
Hibiscus, honey.
If this doesn't work, hibiscus, cinnamon.
I mean, it's red.
Or maybe hibiscus, cinnamon, hibiscus? Because bold, I'm thinking something that's a little spicy, right? It could be that we also nailed it but reversed the ingredients.
That's right. Maybe hibiscus lemon mint. Oh, but that's gotta make it purple. Again. You really fucked us up here. Hibiscus. Mint cinnamon.
No, it's like we're trying to sort of recreate his blood wine, right?
Milk? I feel like mint is just bold, right?
Yeah.
You dumb, pretentious vampire. Hot damn.
Which of these do bitter?
None.
Lemon does a little bit. Do you want me to go digging?
God, yes. Just give me one of the.
Okay. Well, I do this. Would you like to, I don't know, pose a question? The chat while we busy ourselves with our search.
I don't know.
Because we're still just sort of warming up here.
I don't know what this guy wants. Today at work,
You don't want to.
Okay, maybe later. Maybe later.
Listen, chat. There's sometimes things that you need to have a level 10 social link to access at night. So if you're interested in that, then by all means, you know, hit us up. But we're gonna have to spend a little more free time on us for that. You'll also have to play a small randomized game in order to find items that match our personalities and tastes.
If you had a gift that people could just like grind out and give you to give you like social link abilities, what would you need?
Like an everyday thing that someone could bring me, and it would make me happier.
Yeah.
Probably like, you know what? Pepsi would be like the passing requirement, but like the end game strat that people would learn is that, oh, actually, you can get better results faster if you use Pilk.
Gross.
Oh, Grant. Oh, Grant.
What?
Okay. It's something we've already tried. Do you want to guess which one it is?
Is it lemon mint?
No, it's not.
What is it?
Hit that hibiscus, baby.
Is it hibiscus? It
is. That's what the guide told me.
I just like it looks bloody and red.
Yeah.
But like I feel like this isn't bold. This is just whatever. Here, you can have
it's bold because it's not creative at all.
Here you go. I put some fucking flowers in your tea. Here you go, sir. Something red.
So this is a drink you thought I might like. A cranberry-like earthiness. Float on the tongue.
I feel like if we did, that doesn't sound like you would want that. That doesn't sound like blood wine. It doesn't sound like blood or wine.
Yeah.
Honestly, I'm not entirely confident, but this is the best I can do tonight.
Looks peculiar enough. Tastes peculiar too.
How is it?
It's tart.
What'd you call me?
I'm not calling you tart, you fruit. Astringent.
Do you like it?
You tell me. And I was looking forward to it.
But this doesn't sound like it's right.
Let me go look this up again. Well, it sure as fuck was red. Let me try a different. Got character drink guide. Hide. Ha ha ha! You can't give Hyde the correct order this day.
Okay.
This is scripted. So we will just continue on from here. Well, you did what I asked, so no need for apologies. Next time, you could try making me something that doesn't taste like hay juice. It needs some boldness.
Piss in it next time, Hyde. You mark my word.
Something that can leave a mark in me.
Wooden stake.
There's only one hibiscus drink that I have enjoyed. I'm curious to see if you can come close.
Why the fuck don't you tell me? You are the worst guest. I will try my best next time.
Put gunpowder in it. Looney Tunes me.
Well, welcome.
I want you to blow my mouth to the back of my head.
Hey, kid.
Hey, listen.
There. Wait, he's like a surfer dude, right? No.
You got it. It's just, yeah. It's
Yeah,
just your...
it's sin, right?
Yeah.
Damn. Oh. Oh, dang. Hello, Chris Evil. Pops, nice to see you again. What's up? What's going on? It's like that song by Four Non Blondes. You know, with He-Man. What's going on with you? Me? Oh, well, nothing. Nothing much. You know what? Let me move over there. Whoop! There we go. Now we can all fit on the screen. Bye, Hyde. Sorry about earlier. I was preoccupied. No problem. Is everything all right? Yeah, of course. I'm always all right. Always. Because I'm a very lucky dude. Speaking of luck, did the lady ever come back? Miss Riona? Yes, she did. Really? Did you manage to give her my stuff? I did. I gave her your written contact info. Okay, cool. She didn't throw it away, did she? As far as I know, I don't think so. Great! You trying to reach the soprano lass? That's right, Pops. I still feel uneasy about how that date went. So I just want to apologize to her, or something, you know? Okay. So I guess I just have to wait for her to contact me, huh? I think so, yeah. But what if she doesn't contact me? What should I do? And that's that. That's her choice. You're so right, Pops. God, That cigarette looks mighty tasty. And if you as someone who'd have trouble reaching out to people like this, I know, right? It is what it is. Okay then, I'll wait. Any hoodle.
Please never say that again.
It's nice to see you again, Pops. Likewise, kid. Hello to you too, sir?
Hyde. It's Hyde.
Ah, but I can see you. You're not hiding very well. You're really that Hyde? The supermodel Hyde? A big shot, eh? That was you. Oh man, oh boy! I never thought I'd randomly see you in a place like this. No offense to you, Chris Evil. Well, I follow your socials, man. Oh yeah, we knew about that. Because we saw them on Tomodachi.
Do you think Lucas follows thirst traps?
Hold on, I gotta like, he follows Hyde. He follows Rachel too.
Yeah.
I mean, and so does, and Rachel also follows,
Lucas.
I do like that Georgie's only other, like is Freya.
Yeah.
We have Freya on here, no we don't. I think we...
Our phone got messed.
Yeah, why can't I click on Freya? I want to see. Big fan! I especially love the Timeless series you did for Boundless. A lot of less stuff going on with you.
That's an old one.
Boundless? It was a lifestyle magazine, no longer in print. Because everything is online these days. What was the series about?
It was a photo series I modeled for.
I'm interested in this.
A bit of an avant-garde shoot. They were originally set to be displayed in a time travel-themed showcase.
Oh, time travel.
Alas, the exhibition fell through. So they were rethemed and put in the magazine instead.
Yeah, those were awesome. I like how the series showed peak fashion through the times. Yet the designs were so contemporary. Timeless, even. Pun intended.
No way.
I'd love to see that.
I'm interested in this.
Wait, let me show you a couple pics from it. Hyde looks great there, colorless or not. Oh, wow. You looked amazing, Mr. Hyde. Chris Evil's...
Still do.
I thought you made that up. That's fucking funny.
No, I was thinking I was about to say like past tense.
Of course. It was so cool. It inspired me to find my own style. Yellow hoodie, big hit. I'm partial to the 80s inspired look myself. Really? I can't tell. It's my jacket collection.
Huh. Glad it helped. I did enjoy experiencing some of those times again. Even if only in garment form.
You fucking fool, can't time travel? What a baby.
I can time travel, just only forward. Even if I was left with a melancholy feeling. But I digress.
Would you like to order anything tonight? Oh, yeah, of course. Oh, by the way, is pure matcha supposed to make you feel woozy? Pardon. I tried drinking before lunch a couple days ago. I felt a tad nauseous. Did you have breakfast? Nope. It's really strong tea, so it still shouldn't be consumed on an empty stomach. That was my main takeaway from our conversation, wasn't it? Duly noted. Thanks. Then can I get a pumpkin latte? Sorry, we don't have that here. Oh, for real? You know, you don't need pumpkin to make it, right? I've heard that before. Yep, but I have an open mind. I just don't want anything plain tonight. How about making me something based off a pumpkin latte with what you have? Did we make this before?
I don't know. If so, it might have been on a save that we didn't keep.
We've made so many fucking...
The blue thing is back.
Well, latte is coffee, milk. I mean, imagine something like this.
If this doesn't go, maybe invert the milk and cinnamon.
Yeah. That's a cinnamon latte. That doesn't scream pumpkin, right?
No.
All right. I got an achievement that says stop it. Trash a total of 25 drinks. God, I feel like we trashed a lot more in this than we did in the previous one.
Well, it's because we're more picky for things with names, right? When I was playing it before, if someone asked for something, I just gave it to them. I didn't like arrange, and retry.
It needs this. Or maybe it's the... I mean, we have the pink spice is like a pumpkin spice, right?
I don't know.
Because a pumpkin latte is pumpkin spice in a latte.
We could try pink spice.
Yeah, let's try the pink spice, which is...
We can always reload.
Oh, I know how to do it. I know how to do this.
Okay.
Oh, I was gonna try and put a jack-o'-lantern on it.
Oh, latte art, yeah.
Here, try this. Oh, I got an achievement called "Is This It?" Serve the wrong drink for the first time. Fuck.
Well, back we go. Don't tell me. Zoop.
Pumpkin spice latte. Maybe it is just like a cinnamon latte.
Without the pumpkin spice latte, hold the pumpkin. Didn't see a thing, says Zach. Welcome on in. Glad to see we got a few regulars here. Whoa, crying pumpkin in the alley. You've smashed this pumpkin.
Yeah, I fucking... How do I make a triangle?
Probably pour milk and then kind of etch it a little bit.
Maybe if I sing Pumpkin Hill.
Remember, it always likes to float down, so...
I ain't gonna let it get to me. I'm just going to creep.
Are you drawing me in that latte art?
It looks like shit.
Quite flattering take on me. Haven't seen that before.
Okay. Cinnamon latte. Warm and sweet just for you. Can you double check to make sure this is recording?
I should just keep this guide open, shouldn't it? Yeah, here. Coffee. Top. See, we're this far and we haven't made mistakes with the customers yet, so we haven't, like, broken in,
Yeah.
So now it's like, gotta feel like you gotta go all the way.
Oh, it gave me a friend update, so it's gotta be right.
Yeah, what is it? Right. You know. All right, let's check this out. Lucas. Yeah, this is it. Cinnamon latte.
Cool. All right. Look,
Oh
he's
my gosh.
balling.
Hey, if you mess up Lucas's order 3 times in a row, we get an achievement apparently.
Okay.
Which no, I mean we won't do that because I think it would have to be on the same save, but that's funny because I don't think. Oh, it looks like a lot of characters have things like this. Like Riona has an achievement for getting her order wrong every time, which causes her to not come back. So.
Yeah, that is, yeah. Sounds good. Fuck yeah. Good call on the cinnamon. I like to take a spoonful of this thing myself every night. It is the star spice of the fall season, after all. Too bad it's fucking hot right now.
Yeah.
Oh, you're right. Like pumpkin lattes. The warmth cheers me right up. Thanks, Chris Evil. Don't mention it.
Do you think Lucas has done the cinnamon
Hey,
challenge
I got
before?
another achievement. It's called Good Review. Give Lucas all the correct drinks. Oh no!
That it just might mean that he might order the same thing again. Because looking at the guide, he has more.
Okay. So what's the matter? Huh? Why do you need cheering up, kid? Oh, about that. Just the usual work stuff. A few disagreements here and there, you know. Your Tomodachi says you're on a break.
Hey, by the way, I cheated and I looked. He does in fact still order things that aren't cinnamon lattes. So I'm not sure what the achievement's going on about, but don't worry. He's still going to come back and he will still order.
Maybe he'll order them directly instead of like
hinting or having like a missing ingredient. Yeah.
Any working team will eventually have them once or twice, right? Right.
What do you do?
I'm a vlogger / influencer.
Ah.
I review lots of lifestyle things like fashion, places, food, etc. on the social medias. Sometimes I do skits and such on my channels too. I have this really good one. You want to hear it? It's called Werewolves in London. And you see, I pretend to be a werewolf with a British accent.
Cool.
And pranks also? No, Pops. No way. Georgie's like, fuck. I love watching people get confused. Real talk though, I hate pranks. I didn't say it before, but I hate them a lot. Is that so? Even the ones where like, they dip the kid's feet in the paint and they put footprints up a building and then they follow the kid and then his footprints are up a building and they see the kid who's actually the twin of the kid on top of the building? Come on, Lucas, that one's funny. I just think they're the lowest form of entertainment. You know what they say, satire's the highest, pranks below slapstick. Just cheap thrills at the expense of others. Well, mine wasn't really that expenseful. It was just a kid. And like, it's just confusing. Right? But yeah, getting off topic here. Sorry.
So, you're essentially the creator and the host of your show. What does your team do?
My team helps me edit, secure sponsors, make sure I don't say anything too problematic, and massively boost the production quality. They're great. I owe them lots.
Do you think you're doing well?
Yeah, I mean, I think so. We get by pretty well.
I currently reside in LA.
LA. For real? I did too before I moved here. Why did you move? Why I moved? Ha! Ha! I mean, because I hated it there. Not to crap on it where you live, sir. I just think LA is not for me.
No offense taken.
Why did you hate it there? It's a long and stupid story. Trust me, you don't want to hear it. Anyway, sorry for the tangent. Let's hear your cosign. You were saying?
I've been noticing an influx of newcomers there. They're loud, young, brazen.
They're made of brass? That's a really good pun, Brantley.
Just like you.
Yeah?
The fact that you're able to make something of yourself out of such mundane nonsense, I'd say you're doing pretty well. So what's the issue?
Well, I've talked about my channel situation here before, right? Yeah, you said your views were dwindling. Was it because you stopped producing original content and weren't paying your animation creators that much money? And the production of your animated show was going downhill? And then you started making some terrible skits? And stopped reviewing video games and instead focused on talking about, like, being wealthy? This isn't a reference to anyone or anything, it's just something I've noticed. Calling it dwindling might be a bit overkill, but yeah. That's why my team and I are trying to figure out what to do. Trying to keep the show fresh, you know? Truthfully, though, I've been wanting to change the show's direction for a while. I even promised myself last year, once I get a certain number of viewers, I was just going to do it.
Was?
Well, I've always wanted to do a talent showcase segment, you know? So I could help elevate others like me. I would call it equals 3. Others like you? Yeah, like the soprano lady from before. Like those dwarf actors and actresses in TV shows. We all actually kind of have something in common. Do you know what it is? I'll make it easier for you. Think about satyrs, for example. Percival, when you hear about us, what's the first thing that comes to your mind? Fucking loaded question there, Lucas. Just like, hey, do you want to make some racially insensitive comments? Go for it. Don't think too hard now. Just say anything off the top of your head. How about you, Pops, sir? Probably partying, recklessness, alcoholism, or a joke, right? Is that what you think? Nope, but that's what most of society thinks. In the same way society views Lady Riona as a bad luck personified, all just because she happens to be a banshee. Besides, society is awful at judging people. The immediate trust that they have for those two, billionaires, they love them. Compared to those who had to start from zero. You know what I mean? Capitalism is a real bummer. Too bad there's no other system that works. I mean, I get it, you know? Etiquette, social cues, and awareness, that sort of thing. What nurtures you when growing up reflects these things. That's what most people like to assume anyway. And like, I get it. Nobody has the time to learn about everybody, so we go by impressions. But as someone who started from zero and now, the difference in how people treat me is so damn stark. So damn stark that it doesn't feel at all great, you know? Of course. So yeah, I wanted to carve a space in my work. A place where I could give exposure to those who might not get it otherwise.
Then, once again, I ask you, what's the issue?
My team thinks my segment idea is too risky. Don't fix what's not broken, they said. They just want me to improve what I've been doing.
And do you agree?
I mean, they're not wrong. The risk is real. After all, I'm not responsible only for myself. I've got a whole team depending on me now. That's why I'm trying to find a compromise. At least until we become so big that any slight change won't affect us as...
Will the world wait for you, though, I wonder?
Huh?
Will the world wait for you to be ready? Have you ever asked yourself that? You see, making choices is always a matter of priority.
A wondering priority.
As you grow, your stake increases along with your responsibilities.
And then you have a big-ass steak and no one to eat it.
As such, your excuses will continue to pile up. But, given the pace at which you're going right now, I see your idealistic dream is unlikely to be realized. However, if it's enough for you to just have good intentions, well, that's another story.
Yeah, so ready to tuck into bed. I did my best today, and I hope you did too.
Chris Evil's like looking at his phone. Just goes, what were you saying?
He just says to himself, it's EP times.
when the mood is sleepy and the vibe is bedtime. A little blunt, aren't we?
Am I wrong, though?
It is a perspective. You know, one of many. I admit, I don't know much about the entertainment biz. I'm just a cop who does my job badly. But you've gotten this far, boy. Because all along you've been motivated by that specific goal in mind. My goal is to bring down the police union from the inside by being so bad at my job that they have to fold. Ain't that right? Yeah. That's why I don't want to dismiss his intent so easily. He's, well, probably just a bit lost right now.
Do you think I should have been gentler then?
Nah, I needed the whipping. Those words were hard to swallow, but I needed to hear them. You don't swallow from your ears, kid. Are you okay? Buster Wolf! Punches the shit. Well, there's a lot I need to think about. So, I should go. Nice seeing you, Pops. And thanks for your advice, sir. Chris Evil, thank you too. Hang in there. Get one of them cat posters. They make me feel good. Yeah, y'all too. See you around. Well, I've stayed too long already. So I better go do my work now. Don't want to get my pay docked, you see? Nice meeting you, Hyde. They call it quiet quitting. Doing everything you can to make the money without actually working. We'll see each other more often soon, I'm sure. Hopefully nothing work-related.
Have a good night, officer.
You too, Chris Evil. Be safe out there, officer. Will do. Until next time.
I suppose I should leave as well. I'll be back before long, though.
Please do. Is there something wrong?
Looks like the officer forgot his lighter again.
Ugh. Seems our officer accidentally drops it again. It excludes an interesting field.
Oh, what a curse.
Oh, no, you're right. I'll keep it for him. Thank you.
All right, then. Have a good evening yourself, Chris Evil.
Safe trip out there, Mr. Hyde.
Marrakech. Another day down. Sunday, September 24th, 2023. Let's read some headlines.
Wait, hold on, I gotta think. Oh, it's
It's
Gala.
Gala.
Oh, I got an achievement. Meet all the main characters. We've met everybody.
Cool.
All the main characters. Yeah, that is Gala. Lionfish invasion decrease. A successful trial. Countries that block foreign entry in months unknown livestock bacterial infection. Wait, is this the Michael Scott handshake?
It might be. Tucker posted, Chris Evil's very tired. He is EB. Chris Evil has had a very long day of making coffee and talking and wants to just take a small sleep. He EB and Neebies is sleepy. Chris Evil sleepy and need bed by time. Chris Evil is currently experiencing critical levels of being a sleepy little guy and needs to go to bed. He's very tired and needs to sleep. Just a little sleeking gut time as a treat.
Fucking. Whoa, I have
love
so
that
many
video.
notifications.
Whoa, 6?
Let's see, it's all the news stories.
It's more than a handful.
Thanks, God. Like anybody cares, Riona. I love it. I love it. Oh, Myrtle needs
I forget that she's like a delivery driver, and I always imagine that she's a trucker instead.
Myrtle needs a good cup of tea right now. Hope. And go Aqua liked it. I liked it. What did that do?
It's 2 posts. He has time to think about like how to make some time of it.
Oh. I thought he was telling me to like and to make your timeline more fun.
No, like a command.
Oh no, what is Aqua struggling with? I don't want to see my fish friends struggle. Bailey's. Oh, Bailey's! He's coming in!
Oh my gosh.
There's something missing from. Oh wait, I got a fucking another one. Oh.
By the way, here's the thing that Tucker is referencing. I'm putting that in the chat.
If I play it, we'll play out loud.
Yeah, no, I don't need you to play it. I just wanted to share for context.
What's
I
missing?
love it.
What is missing from the chore? What am I missing? Oh, the fidget spinner. I'm guessing I either missed it or I don't think the fidget spinner goes to anyone.
It might be that you pick one or the other, and then once you've done that, it discards it.
I don't know. I think it's a very nice color scheme.
Well, I think it's lacking something. Talking about wedding stuff. It's too dainty.
Dainty. What would you like then? Red, black, and purple?
That wouldn't be the worst.
Did
Did Bailey's always have your flannel?
No, he didn't. He wore a scarf. But yeah, that is that is exactly like the red flannel I wear. It also looks like he's wearing a band t-shirt. That is very... He's just wearing what I wear. Well, you have to commit to it. No takesy-backsies this time.
Bay. I don't know. Maybe? Let's take a break from the topic. I only have time for a quick drink before I go back to work. It's not like we're gonna decide now anyway.
Oh, does my favorite couple need some drinks to inspire them on a color? Perhaps a blue drink? Maybe that's the problem. How are we supposed to plan this wedding if we keep postponing every choice we need to make? Hypothetically speaking, if we cannot make a choice now, when will we make it? Oh God!
Front-facing Bailey's is so funny.
Hey, Chris Evil, what do you think? Pale green, lilac, and daffodil yellow, or red, black, and purple?
Hey, don't put Chris Evil on the spot.
I'm always on the spot.
I can't leave this spot.
No, it's quite alright. It's just that I want to know. I can only see blue. This is your wedding. Your opinions matter, not mine. I don't want to be a part of this conversation.
I know that there's probably ashtrays that they bring over their position, but I do like the idea that Lua just carries around an ashtray with her and plops it down wherever she's sitting. Trouble is, we don't know what our opinions are.
And when we think we do, we change our mind. Like my mortal enemy Steven Crowder says, change my mind. See, he is rooted in his terrible backwards ways, while I am very easy to persuade with the correct evidence. The problem is, this is a wedding. I'm making Bailey's the anti-Ben Shapiro as redemption. It's like the centerpieces.
Oh, please, can we not talk about that now?
I really thought we agreed on these cute cottagecore ones. The ones you spotted on Tomodachi. I mean, they were your pick in the first place.
They were, but they were also too expensive. We have to be realistic.
But weddings in general are expensive. I do like that Bailey's is the bridezilla here.
Mm-hmm.
Especially when we want to have 200 guests.
That's a low blow. I can't just disinvite my extended family.
The key word is extended. Do you even know half these people?
That's not the issue. If I invite one of them, I have to invite them all. It's like a domino effect. Besides, they'll be paying for part of the wedding.
I still don't think they should. I can pull my weight. I only weigh 120 pounds. If we have to choose, I'd rather we have the beautiful things you like. Even if it means we have fewer guests.
Well, if my family's not chipping in, we might not be able to afford either.
Thanks for the vote of confidence. I don't want our wedding to just be a random meal with a bunch of people we're not even that close to. And I said I'll make sure we can afford a dream wedding, damn it!
Or die trying. I don't want you to...
Saved by the bell.
That's work. I really can't linger. I think I'll have that drink now, Chris Evil.
Of course, what can I get to you?
Something that'll keep me awake. I still have work to do when my head hurts. So I guess strong coffee would be good. And with a nice spicy kick, please.
Any preference on that spicy kick?
No, any strong coffee with spice will do.
Coffee, ginger?
Fucking blow my shit up. Jahe Tubruk. Do you want me to verify?
Yeah, because I didn't
Convenience.
save. I didn't save. Normally I'd be like, let's go for it.
Yep, that'll do.
And a Jahe Tubrick for you, for the lady. You know, it's like the guy that played the villain in Wreck-It Ralph. Oh wait, that's
Alan Tudyk?
Alan Tudyk, yeah, you got it, yeah, I was wrong.
Oh, an oldie goodie. Perfect. I can feel myself relaxing already.
What if, Chris just, turns to Bailey's and is just like, hey, I just leveled up my relationship with your soon-to-be wife. Oh, she's speaking French or Latin? Fuck!
What?
You're weird. The thing doesn't smell real active to me at all.
You're weird.
I guess we're both weird.
Fucking foot freak. That we are.
Hi!
My lovely weirdo.
My perfect misfit. Cute.
Hey now. Don't get fucking smart with me.
Hyde is just like,
This is so much better.
it really is.
I agree.
Have I mentioned I love your smile?
Never enough. That's what we're saying! Bailey's has the Grant shirt. I'm glad you agree.
I love that it is known often as the Grinch. I guess it is in my little avatar too. I forgot about that.
You're gonna say something else?
No, that's fine.
Disgusting. I'm gonna need something real spicy to wash this down.
Hyde hates romance, and I'd love to serve it to you, Hyde. If Bailey doesn't want to order, that is.
Hyde, sorry. Didn't hear you come in. Yeah, I know.
I'm very stealthy.
You were too busy doing whatever you were doing.
Hey, Hyde. Go ahead. Get yourself a drink. I can wait. I'll stick here for a while anyway, until Lua properly gets off work.
Alright then. Did you hear me, Chris Evil? Spicy is the name of the game.
Any preference on the spice or the base? You have a biggest challenge, Hyde.
Nope. Just make sure it's got a spicy kick of something. Then double it.
I have an idea. We didn't have this yesterday. You wanted a red drink. You dumb bitch.
Zobo.
You dumb fucking bitch. You thought I didn't know? I felt up for a challenge, so, you motherfucker, I caught you in the act. Try this. If you don't like hibiscus in this, you never will.
Let's see if you cracked the Hyde code.
The phone already the phone gives you away, Hyde. Oh wait, it's a story. Yeah, no, it's not.
Are you activating your precognitive abilities yet again?
I have my Suzu on you. Susano? What's the thing?
Yeah. Wait, are you talking about Sasuke's ability?
Yeah.
Yeah, Susanoo.
Gotcha, bitch. Well,
This is kind of troublesome, Chris Evil.
I knew it.
You know me a little too well.
I'm impossible to trick. I take it this works for you.
This is a perfectly executed Zobo if I ever tasted one. Glad to see you've made good use of your ginger resupply.
So you knew I couldn't get it right last time.
Forgive an old man and his old man jokes. Go, Grandpa, go, and all that. Anyhow, this is the only acceptable way to drink hibiscus.
You stupid bitch. You dumb fucker.
I say so on Reddit all the time. I used to have a friend in Lagos who made me Zobo like this. Every time I visited. She lived near the harbor. We would sit down and drink it and watch the boats float by.
That sounds lovely.
Don't you think it's funny how boat and float rhyme? Do you think that was intentional? I don't, but, you know, crossed my mind. She was a good friend. She isn't anymore? When you've got a vampire's lifespan, friends come and go. That's sad. You'll get used to it.
Isn't this where you say something about enjoying each moment even more? Or grief being the price you pay for love?
I'm afraid it's a lot more mundane than that. Some things you forget. And others, you just get better at moving on. Anyway, speaking of enjoying the moment, your family troubles have sorted themselves out, yes? Still on the marriage track?
Yeah, we are.
We definitely are. Mm-hmm. Not getting too bored? Not really. Turns out planning a wedding is, well, suitably entertaining.
That's one way of putting it. Can't wait to be at the marriage stage of it, to be honest.
Could you sound any less enthusiastic?
Hey! Going good.
Good to see that some things don't change.
Oh wait, hold on, I got another Tomodachi message for you.
It's Rachel. Don't ask me how I know.
Oh, it's Rachel as a kitten.
Oh, that's got to be wild. Which do you think is first? Do you think they're born as a cat first, or...
Kitten or person? That's a good question. Fuck. Well, I don't know who to ask.
Do you want to flip a coin to see who asks the next time we see her?
Ding!
It's such a dramatic backdrop, too. You should start serving popcorn, Chris Evil.
I have my own personal supply. I'd be more enthusiastic if we didn't fight about it every single time.
No, I'm not engaging with this right now.
You already engaged with him. Ah, high five, hide!
I've got to go to work anyway.
Right. And I'm going to have a drink.
Bye, Chris Evil. Bye, Hyde. See ya.
See ya. Ugh. What can I make you, Mr. Bailey's? I think something
Married
warm,
man.
sweet, and comforting, please. A hot chocolate, perhaps? Yes. Chocolate with honey and milk could work.
Oh, at least give him a chase. Come on. What kind of popcorn do you think Chris Evil likes?
Kettle corn.
I was thinking the same thing.
Here, this one's named after a Pokemon. There we go. Chocobi Miruku.
Yeah, it's Japanese milk. Miruku.
Oh.
I'm gonna expose myself as a Game Grumps fan on main. Back in the day, Aaron Hansen was talking about how he tried to order milk in Japanese, and so he used the Japanese word for it, gyunyu, because he was trying to use like milk tea. So he's trying to combine the words, and they're getting confused. And then finally they put it together, and it's, oh, Miruku tea. Just like, well.
Perfect. I'm a huge weeb, so I love this. This feels so good, Chris Evil. I feel like I am a Japanese animation main character. Watch me.
Talk your hero, perhaps.
Watch me instant transmutate. It means a lot. You're always looking out for all of us. On a miserable night like this, it's terrible to have a curse. But of course, you are valued customers.
The curse that makes Georgie forget his shit here.
I hope Lua didn't get too soaked.
You do care a lot about her.
Of course I do.
Then why all the fighting?
You tell me. This wedding is bringing out the worst in us. Since we sorted out the situation with my family.
You mean since you cut them off?
Yeah, since I stopped talking to their judgmental faces. Lou and I haven't fought about anything until now. Every time we try to organize this thing, it's like we become different people. You know what they say? Men are from Venus. Women are also from Venus. But Venus is a big planet, so they're on separate sides of the planet.
They do say that. Let me ask you something.
Go ahead.
What do you want from this wedding?
Big fucking cake. So goddamn big, Hyde. You don't even know. How do you mean?
It's not complicated. I'm just asking what you want. If you close your eyes and picture the day, what do you see?
Honestly, I have no clue. I know Lua's there, but that's about it.
It's not a bad start, in truth. But if you don't have any specific expectations, why don't you just let her do what she wants?
You make it sound so easy. I want her to have what she wants. That's exactly what I've been trying to achieve. I've been picking up on everything she's liking on Tomodachi, every wedding she's pictures online, all the places she finds cool, all the fashion designers she follows. She deserves to have all that, to have a special day. But every time I make a suggestion, she won't hear it. She says it's too much, too expensive, too this, too that.
Is it? Too much? Too expensive?
That's not the point. I don't want her to have a shabby wedding just because I'm estranged from my immortal rich family. I want her to have what she wants, what she deserves. A proper princess wedding.
So, if you look at Hyde, I know that's supposed to be like a necklace, a chain necklace or something, but it does kind of, or like the line to an undershirt, right? But I can't not, I just see it as like he has like a fake silicone layer like neck around, you know, like
save me.
As if like he's wearing like a Halloween style pullover mask.
Yeah.
But it's just his own face. Okay. You're a remarkably presumptuous young man.
Mr. Hyde. No, that's alright. I know Hyde helped Lua back in the day. And if he's got something to say, I want to hear it.
It's Hyde time for that.
High five, Hyde.
Yes.
I think Chris Evil and Hyde both just being like different kinds of immortals and just like fucking goofing on mortals is funny.
This shit is better than television. You're sitting here going on about everything Lua should want. As if you could know what's in someone else's heart. Even when you love someone. No, especially when you love someone. You should never presume to know what they need. Unless you're Chris Evil. Chris Evil does have precognitive ability. Lua's the only one who can tell what Lua wants.
I don't really have precognitive abilities. I can go back in time and yeah.
You know that you got my shit right with your phone give you the little notification.
But that's exactly my point. When I ask her, she always says she doesn't know.
Then give her time to figure it out. It's not going to help if you pressure her with 1,000 suggestions a minute, no less. Or if you try to force her into some sort of princess wedding. Just to make you feel good about yourself. If you want the princess wedding, admit it.
What if we take so long we reach old age?
It's not so bad.
And we're still not marrying.
If you reach old age and you're still together, married or not, I think that counts as a win. And since we're talking, since we're talking about taking some time, you should also use that time to figure out what you want. Otherwise, the best you'll get is a wedding, based on your skewed idea of what Lua's wedding should be. And that sounds pretty sad to me.
Well, that wasn't pleasant to hear.
I'm kind of really good at this.
Babies. But it also wasn't wrong. Give her time to figure out what I want, huh? Sounds so simple. Should I have thought of that before, I guess? You're not bad at this tough love thing, are you, Hyde?
Perhaps I should consider a career in couples counseling.
That doesn't sound nearly as fun as modeling.
For a barista, doesn't it? Modeling gets old after a while.
I thought you were having a good time in LA.
I was, until I wasn't. Record scratch. I am moving to Seattle, in fact. I kept my contract with the agency just in case. But there weren't many modeling jobs to be had here.
The domination of Nicola Jokic.
Sorry, ESPN posted an animation of a thing that happened on the court, and it's very weird. Which is why you might have heard of an ESPN announcer.
I did not. But as someone who doesn't get sports, doesn't watch sports, and also is just generally curious about things, what the fuck are you talking about? Oh, Tucker heard it. Apparently it said ESPN, the domination.
Yeah, I'll post it. It's fun.
Just saying something weird happened on the court. Like, that could be fucking anything.
No. So what it is like, it's recapping how teams made it for the finals, and it's like animated. It looks like a mobile ad.
It does. Why did that man turn into the Joker?
I think because he's...
This is too much. Oh my god. This is so much.
It's so much.
This is nonsense. They're not even on the court anymore.
Everyone needs to watch this video.
This is just memes. This is just a shitpost.
It's just a shitpost, and it's an official shitpost. Like, that's the worst part about it, is that it's not even, like, good, right? Like, it's a shitpost, right? This is like, hey, we have some assets we can use
I'm obsessed with this. That guy just disintegrated.
Yeah, he did. He got.
Also, they've used Goku's scream twice.
It's very funny. It's very funny.
I'm glad someone got paid, you know?
Yeah. Or it was. It cannot be AI generated.
No, it's not AI. But there aren't many modeling jobs to be had here.
Really? What are you going to do then?
Barista. Go back to my mafia dwarf buddies, of course. Come on, I'm obviously kidding.
Are you? Phew.
I wouldn't go back to them. I'd go back to being chased by them. Besides, I checked in on them, and everyone I used to find entertaining has retired now. Meanwhile, their grandkids manage the whole enterprise. Like it's some sort of startup.
Are we seriously talking about the mafia right now?
That's for me to know, and for you to wonder about.
Mr. Hyde likes to play a little...
Guilty as charged. I can't help it. When I see an earnest face, I have to tease it. Like goofs.
I'll take it as a compliment. But also, what's wrong with managing things like a startup? That sounds like a pretty efficient approach, right? Bailey's never worked in a startup.
You young people. You want to voice me so bad, don't you?
I thought, yeah, I do.
Efficiency isn't everything. He's a fun character to voice. We can both just hit the same. We can both do like forced growly voice. I have all the time in the world. I don't care if things are done fast. I want them done right.
Maybe you should go into slow fashion. Or fine arts if you paint with oils. That'll take some proper time.
Huh. Zed's offering to voice him. You can, we just won't hear you, unfortunately. Fine arts were the first thing I got good at, a few centuries ago. But my style isn't trendy nowadays.
It'd be really cool if you did something for us. You know?
It's just like flat perspective,
medieval work.
Yeah. Too much chiaroscuro lighting.
What's that mean, Brantley? Give us some
That's
of that
like,
art degree.
That's like sort of a smoky sort of shading style. So like I don't want to necessarily say like Mona Lisa, but I think that like that kind of falls in there. But yeah, just like if you've ever seen a painting that looks kind of, it's vivid, but it looks very dusky. Like the shadows are like soft and like deep. That's kind of chiaroscuro.
Okay.
Yeah. But if I think too fast, I might get chiaroscuro and contrapposto mixed up. Contrapposto is when you have an asymmetrical pose.
Are you sure?
Shifting all the way to one side. Yeah.
Are you sure? I'm pretty sure contrapposto is a type of charcuterie.
Slurp that shit up.
Oh wait, never mind. That's antipasto. I hope you would have caught it, but you didn't. You don't know about the antipasto.
I don't.
It's a.
Look, I'm against it. I'm anti-pasto. We don't talk about it. And putting blue in skin tones isn't novel anymore. I tried gray for a while, but it just didn't take off. Someone beat me to it.
If you're insinuating that you're Rembrandt,
If my mafia buddies find out, I'll be in trouble.
you're always
Yeah, Rembrandt's an example of that.
You're always joking around, Hyde. But for all that you don't sugarcoat your advice, you're a pretty great listener. I hope you also have people who listen to you. He got real intense. So it just seems like I'm gonna read this voice as if I'm intense.
I'm going to move to be closer to them. No, I'm moving here to be closer to them. I read that wrong.
What was that?
Nothing.
Oh, it's Gala.
I believe your phone's ringing.
He like texted Bailey's real quick so he could like just
fuck around and find out.
Ah, it's Lua. She's done with work for the day. Finally. Hurry to leave here, Mr. Bailey's. No, not at all. But I am looking forward to going home.
And keep bickering.
Nah, I don't think so. I had an epiphany just now. Must be something in the drink. I did put shrooms in it. You might experience ego death here shortly. I'm going to leave this topic alone for a little while.
Good, Elf. Enjoy your night, then.
I think I will. Thanks, Hyde. And thanks, Chris Evil. Of course. Have a good night, Mr. Bailey's. Mr. Hyde, what was that about the Mafia and the modeling and fine arts? Are you genuinely considering a career change?
All I'm considering right now is whether my car got nicked.
I did it.
I know old man Georgie said this area is safe. And it's a bit of a pile of junk. But it's a pile of junk with sentimental value.
I sense a story.
Well, it is quite a story indeed. But I'll make it short, because it's getting pretty late. I got this car many moons ago, back when Gala was my bodyguard. I'd been stuck in Seattle for a while, working day in and day out. At some point, I decided I needed a proper break. But, you know Gala, he's a bit of a stickler for the rules. There was no way I could have a night out in the middle of a big job, not on his watch.
So you slipped his watch.
Ha, you know me well, Chris Evil. Some friends and I, we decided to get together. I was to provide the ride, they provided the entertainment. I did the usual thing. I waited until Gala was sound asleep. Then I left a pile of pillows under the duvet, Hyde-shaped, and snuck out of the hotel room. There was only one problem. Gala was my chauffeur as well.
He had your car keys.
He had my car keys. And I wasn't about to poke the bear wolf. So I went to the nearest dealership and got the cheapest car I could find. I only intended to keep it for the night, you see. I'll spare you the details, but my friends and I, we drove to a lovely spot with a view. For the sort of action which, I admit, might appear ambiguous from the outside. But to me, was very enjoyable indeed. We were right in the thick of it when suddenly, we hear a tap on the window.
Let me guess. That was Gala.
The wolf himself. He peers inside.
Oh, sorry.
Then he starts banging on the door so hard the whole car is shaking. Don't worry, you didn't skip anything. We all just kind of freeze. And then... He says, "How dare you kidnap Mr. Hyde?"
You sounded like Eggman from the Sonic OVA.
Opens the door and tosses my dates outside.
Mr. Hyde, you're not winding me up, are you?
Oh, not another design failure. Oh, Chris Evil, I wish. Sorry, it still sends me into a fit just to think about it. A princess carried me out of the car, if you can believe that.
That's a conscientious bodyguard if I've ever heard of one.
Right? Truly earning his yearly bonus. I didn't even have the chance to explain the situation. At least not until he removed my gag. Gala acted like he was angry, but in reality he was mortified. If not as mortified as my dates, whom I had to pick out of the grass.
Poor Gala.
Chris Evil, I see where your allegiance lies. Personally, I say poor me. I never saw those lovely friends again after that fiasco. But I couldn't be angry at Gala even then. In fact, I found his chivalry rather charming. He didn't seem to find my antics quite as charming, though. He had woken up, hadn't found me, and was already suspecting the worst. And that was before he discovered me in this strange car in the middle of nowhere. In a compromising position. I think he was truly terrified on my account. So, he stopped talking to me for a few weeks.
That doesn't sound unfair.
Well, I suppose it wasn't. He also wouldn't give me my car keys back. I got stuck with this old thing you can see outside. And the worst of it is, if you can believe it, I decided as a grand gesture to chauffeur him around in it. He stopped sulking really quickly after that. I suspect he wasn't a huge fan of my driving. Anyhow, I decided to keep the car in the end, for whatever reason. Smell the fuck stains. My car collection has had some serious turnover, but this one isn't going anywhere. I must have replaced everything inside it a dozen times over. And it's very banged up. But I guess I've grown fond of it by now. We're both a little stuck in time, this car and I.
You're rather more sentimental than I thought, Mr. Hyde.
Sentimental, hmm? That's what you took away from my story? But I suppose you're right. Good thing it's only us here. I can plausibly deny this conversation ever took place. Still, the rain stopped, and this is my cue to go. Before I lose all my remaining cred.
I hope the car is safe and sound.
So do I. And Chris Evil?
Yes.
No, nothing. Have a good night.
Awful. Hyde, you can't do this to me. You can't do this to me! You can't drop that and then leave! safe journey home.
Which just means we'll see Hyde again. Press any key. Any one of them.
Where's the any key?
Right, which key did you press?
I clicked the mouse. I'm like really leaned back in my chair. I'm sure that my mic stopped. I brought it as close to my face as I can.
You haven't dropped out, really. The Evening Whispers.
Sold
What's
out.
it say?
Replica astronaut suits experience an extreme increase of sales. Oh no!
We have a lot of aliens visiting.
The rise and fall of Weirdstein box office. A brief history. First wave of visa applications to Europe rejected for failure to include passport signatures. I hope the power hiccups don't affect this machine too much. Oh look! Stories! Oh! Oh. Well, she got a haircut.
Like another haircut?
I don't think her hair was that short, was it?
It's pretty short.
Does everyone happen for a reason or not? I bet Lucas got fired.
Oh no.
I wonder how everyone is doing, says Aqua. Trucker fell asleep and crashed near the 4th Avenue. No casualties, but quite the property damage. I'd reckon you want to avoid that area for the moment. Thanks, Georgie. Road construction on Lenora Avenue. Thank you, Rihanna. Oh, she's got a new profile picture. It's her playing guitar.
That's awesome.
This is a very slow start.
Dude, is he making some popcorn?
Ah, here we go. Popcorn with white cheddar seasoning. Right at the nick of time. What
Zach,
drum-
we're also wondering what Hyde's hiding. Hyde.
Oh!
Hey!
It's a relief to see you safe and sound.
Hi, Chris Evil. Yes, we're also very relieved. It was a little scary last time.
Was I Amanda?
Yes.
We analyzed the events of the evening and found them 31.245% frightening and 68.755% distasteful. Leaving in such a hurry is not an experience we care to repeat.
Hopefully this will be a quieter evening.
Yes, that is our wish. Anyhow. Oh, you know what? I just noticed that Silver's shirt kind of looks like the Star Trek uniform.
Yeah. The nerd.
Greetings are customary in cafes, bars, and restaurants, are they not? Therefore, good evening. Even in reality, it should be good night. We find that very strange. That good evening is a way to say hello, but good night is a way to say goodbye. Is this assuming you never start an encounter at night? Because in that theory would appear to be empirically wrong. For example, this is the second time we met, Earthchild, and both times have been at night. Our 100% sample does not bear the aforementioned premise. Additionally, the very concept of evening and morning seem only marginally...
Amanda,
Yes, what is it?
I think Chris Evil tried to interject a couple of times.
Did we notice that Silver still does his little finger touch that he did when he was Neil?
Yeah.
Okay. That right there, the finger touch.
Yeah.
Forgive me if I'm mistaken, Chris Evil.
No, it's alright. I didn't have anything important to say. The truth is, I'm not sure why our greetings have a circadian rhythm. Earthlings are creatures of habit, I suppose. They get attached to a certain way of using language, and often don't question the actual meaning of words.
Yes.
That's why they tried to invent Esperanto.
At least in this particular case, no one's getting hurt. Since I arrived here, I've observed that some thoughtless... I have observed that some thoughtless uses of language can have a much more painful effect.
Indeed. We see and we agree. And we apologize for interrupting you, Chris Evil. Don't worry about it. Communicating without a hive connection is rather challenging. Besides, we have in a somewhat heightened mental state. We have been finding Earth quite curious. Extraordinary, even. We are keen to absorb as much information as we can during our visit here. It seems our siblings who previously visited Earth come back with findings of a rather superficial nature. We are excited to gather data that will advance the science of Earth studies. Our return to Hive will be triumphal. Of course, we do not do such things for the glory, but we are still looking forward to seeing our work recognized. So are you a scholar, Miss Amanda? Yes, that is a good equivalence of what we are. We specialize in data gathering and the analysis of poorly charted territories. That sounds very impressive. Oh, DGAPCT is much less impressive than our siblings' mission. Silver is an explorer and an adventurer. He is deserving of respect, and his mission may find a prospective partner in the utmost importance. Still prospective, huh? No progress on that front, I take it.
Well, I wouldn't quite say that.
Very intriguing.
You're always so professional, Chris Evil. You rarely ask direct questions. But I think you're a little curious about the gossip, right?
What is gossip?
Gossip is information about what goes on in other people's lives.
Oh, we see. So it is like a data of individual beings, then?
Yes, that sounds right.
We love gossip. What is wrong about it? Nothing at all. I would love to listen to yours. But let me ask to make you a drink first. We must consider our drink of choice carefully.
Blue.
Oh, hold on a second. I'm trying to figure out how long we've been streaming. Okay, we got time.
Blue shit.
We suggest our sibling goes first. Are you ready to order, Silver?
I have an idea, yes.
Can we expect an interesting new recipe? You're a barista yourself now, after all.
A barista? How am I? Oh, you mean the cafe?
Yes, you mentioned you were opening one, didn't you?
I am, after a fashion. But I'm not focusing on drink menus just yet.
Also intriguing.
I promise I'm not just withholding information, Chris Evil. But things are a little complicated. Is it alright if we start with the drink? I'll try my best to explain everything afterwards.
That sounds good to me.
Then, I think I'd like something simple tonight. Do you remember the first drink I ordered? when I came here years ago?
No, I don't. A coffee-based drink.
It was a coffee drink, and I think you mentioned it was very bitter.
Bitter and tart, right?
Yes, I think that's right. A bitter and tart coffee drink.
Coffee. Bitter. Tart.
Want me to look it up?
See if this is something.
Not quite.
Is it lemon ginger?
No need to overhandle it.
Is it just coffee ginger?
Not coffee ginger.
Coffee lemon?
Yes. So you could also do honey chocolate, and that would also be valid. Chocolate honey.
Ah, interesting. I guess there's probably two drinks
So-
you could have served, Silver.
Hmm.
Here's a black lemon for you, Silver. Oh my goodness, have I made a Silver the Hedgehog joke?
You know, I feel like we must have, because of the whole Chris Evil thing, but like, you know, I don't know that we ever did actually. I don't know that we made a joke. We might have mentioned it, but I don't think we can fashion a joke out of it.
This definitely looks what I had in mind.
Sucks up the lemon peel.
And it tastes interesting. It's very minimal, yet strong. Very enjoyable. I think I might prefer sweeter things, but I'm glad I tried this one.
You know, I second what Miss Amanda said last time. You feel the same in ways, yet also very different.
I don't know. I do think that everyone keeps changing all the time. Maybe we feel like our personalities make sense. Because we see ourselves in hindsight. When the truth is, we make ourselves up as we go along.
That is an insightful theory, Silver. You have grown wiser. You used to be rather youthful, innocent part of the hive.
Ah, well, I have had to learn and adapt here. It has been a couple of years after all. But despite all that, and considering what I said about people changing all the time, I don't think I have changed all that much. In fact, it's as if I've been becoming a little more me every day. Just revealing myself.
Speaking of that, we meant to ask, how did you choose the specific Earthling appearance over another? Our observation is that Earthlings come in great many varieties, with a near infinity of combinations. Did you run a random generation algorithm?
Oh no, it wasn't random at all. Even if at first it wasn't a conscious process. I chose the way I look because it felt true to who I am. When I first started coming to this cafe, I had a hard time understanding this world and its rules. But there were already some things that I could relate to.
I want the camera to turn around. You just see Chris Evil looks exactly like Sword.
Some things that felt familiar. Like Hyde's eyes that always see beyond the surface. Or Gala's outfit, which is a sign of kindness and trust. I borrowed those traits from them without even realizing.
You took inspiration from them.
Yes, our species seems to have the ability to do that. But Gala's fashion I couldn't keep after all. It came with responsibilities. People stalked me all the time to ask me for medical advice.
I can see how that would be problematic.
Yes, but then I found this fictional
It
universe.
is just Star Trek.
100%.
Where all the stories take place in the stars. So I changed my outfit to imitate theirs. And at some point, it all came together. One morning, I saw myself in the mirror and I felt right. Like the way I looked matched who I was.
Did we already mention?
Stealth.
Yeah, we already mentioned that this is just a trans allegory. Or
Yeah.
Or is that a different game?
No, yeah. We definitely expressed it, but can't express it enough at this point.
It made me feel at peace. So although I look different now from when we first met, and although I have learned the ways of this world a bit, and have grown a bit, in many ways I still feel the same.
Different but same.
Yes, different but same.
It makes sense to us. Really does. Oh, is this Laurel?
No, this is from Pearl.
Still no news from Midge. We think the odds are now 84.308 that she is phantoming you. Do you mean ghosting? We mean phantoming, as when you think you hear a sound, but your ears are merely playing a trick on you. We thought we had established a hive connection with Midge. But it was only a phantom sound after all. Anyhow, what is Pearl saying?
That her calendar might clear up soon, if I want to meet up.
Ooh, Silver. It sounds like things are going very well indeed. Going so well that I'm going to save this game right here and call it a night.
Yeah.
Thank y'all for joining us for Coffee Talk. It was much appreciated. This game is chill. If you liked what you listened to, you can go check out our YouTube channel where you can see us talk about coffee forever. Or you can watch some of our old VODs or check out some of our anime podcast shit. You can follow us here on Twitch or on YouTube. You can follow us on Twitter if you want some updates. I don't really tweet anymore, but hey, we're there. If you have any extra money and you would like to donate to the the Extra Life charity drive that we are doing, we've already reached our personal goal, but the Bear Clan is still about $4,000 or $6,000 away from their yearly goal. Now, we have plenty of time to reach that, but it would be nice to see some money get dropped in there.
Yeah, here's the link. I'm sending it right here in the chat.
But you don't need to do any of that because we are not your dads.